Hey guys, this is another one of those opportunities after the pop with stocks this morning to have that conversation with yourself. Ask, do I have my 6-month emergency fund? Am I willing to hold through more downside potentially if we go into a recession? Because remember, if Trump doesn't reverse course, guys, that's where we're heading, okay? And the damage has already been done. There's a million negatives right now. We know CEOs are delaying purchases. There's been canceled contracts. People are waiting, or management is waiting to see how things shake out with what Trump is doing. And other countries are losing faith in our country, right? Our bond market is seen as the most stable. And if we lose that, guys, we're heading to something possibly worse, okay? So that's why if you need any of this money to live on anytime soon, I would even say over the next year or two to make sure you have that 6-month emergency fund. This is the time, like I said, if you want to sell out of stocks, if you're close to break even, or if you want to trim your position, that's totally up to you. But have that conversation with yourself, guys. Are you ready to go to watch stocks go back down again? It's possible. We go retest those lows or even go lower than before. So on this nice bounce we got off of the lows, right, with a lot of these stocks, tech stocks got a nice lift this morning. I know it's fading quickly, but this is when you want to have that question with yourself. I always want to make sure you protect your money. And we don't have control. Trump, with one tweet, right, moves the markets. This is the environment we live in where it's more like a casino versus an actual stock market. And so you're either holding 5+ years like I've been talking about, or you're in and out quickly with trades, right? Because we don't know what's going to happen hour by hour with each tweet, right? So it's ridiculous, but this is what we're living in right now. So again, if you need this money to live on, guys, make sure to take it out so you can get through the possible, economic downturn we're about to see, because I don't see how companies are going to beat earnings or show accelerated revenue growth when comparing off of last year when, everyone is in limbo, like uncertain and not, like I said, their CEOs are scared to make purchases. They're delaying it. There's canceled contracts. So it's not going to show up well in the financials, obviously, with companies' earnings here. Maybe this quarter will look okay, like I've been saying, but it's the guidance that moving forward is going to get worse and worse, guys. So just keep that in mind. Want to make sure you protect your money. That's why I have the majority of my money in Annaly, collecting that 13% dividend going right to the bank account. Again, if you're in this one, you just hold it. You don't care if the stock price goes down because you're collecting that dividend right to your bank each quarter. So, and obviously if the price does recover, if you get lucky for that to happen, then you can take your money out, use it for other stuff. But I'm happy just keeping it in there right now, getting my guaranteed 13% with what's happening in the economy right now, with the U.S. losing credibility, with our bond market potentially having issues. That's not good, because that's where contagion comes in. That's where big problems come. So that's why, again, guys, another opportunity to take your money and run. If you don't want to hold through this turmoil that could happen, totally makes sense.